everyone, this is Katrina from Kathleen Creations Wreaths and Things, and I wanted to come on so we can finish up our 1, 2, 3s of making a wreath. This is part 3. This is the end of it. We went through on Sunday. We went through actually picking out a sign, picking out the mesh, picking out the ribbon, thinking about the size of the wreath, and also what style. So on Sunday we decided all of that. Yesterday we came on and we put it together. We used a 21-inch mesh, which was some coral, this coral mesh here, and the white deco poly mesh. We did this is fabric mesh. We did these 10-inch poofs all around the 15-inch wreath frame, wire wreath frame. We did that. Then we came back with some deco mesh, some blue, some yellow, and some teal deco mesh to bring out some of the colors in the sign. We did that. We cut those were 10-inch deco mesh, and those 3 colors, and we cut them in 20 inches. We did the fold over ruffle method. We had put that in each one of the 18 ties. Then we went in with ribbon. We have the polka dot ribbon that I can show you here. And let's see, right here. You got polka dot ribbon. You got the floral ribbon. You have the white ribbon right here. So we went all around each one of the 18 ties and actually put those in. So this is the finished product. Yesterday I didn't have the bow. Excuse me. Yesterday I didn't have the bow on it. This is the bow that I added to it. I lift the sign up. I also cut off the metal piece that was on top of the sign. There was a metal like hook or hanger on top of the sign that I actually took off. I didn't like it. Once I had to move the sign up, I really didn't like it. So I took that off and I attached this with a 22-inch gauge wire. That's what I used to attach this. But this is the finished product, ladies and gentlemen. How you like it? How do you like it? I think it came out great. Great. Came out great. Really did. It came out really good. Really good. The colors came out really great in this. This is your welcome spring summer wreath. It will look great on your door. This will be in my on my Etsy page and in my Etsy shop and on my webpage by this weekend. Remember, it takes me longer to get things because I have to take photos, and the only day that I have to take photos is on Saturday between 10 and 11 o'clock. That's when I get the best sunlight. I love taking my pictures outside with my deck being my background. So I can't really take the good pictures until Saturday, and hopefully by Saturday evening or Sunday this will be in my Etsy shop. So if you're looking for that, let me know. If you want to send me a message now, let me know to hold it to the side for you. I will. Just send me a message in my kathleenscreations@gmail.com and I'll do that for you. So we went through how to pick out the sign, how to pick out the mesh, how to pick out the ribbon, frame, style. We put it together yesterday. Today we're going to finish it up with pricing, right? I know when I first got started, pricing was a major hurdle for me. Because I was afraid to price my wreaths too high, and I was afraid to price them too low. Of course, I priced them too low. I mean, I think that's almost every crafter's mistake when they first start making wreaths, is actually pricing their wreaths way too low, because you hear people, oh, that's too much, that's too high, that's too pricey for a wreath. So you want to try to please more people by having your prices more affordable, when in fact you're losing money. That's what I learned. I've been doing wreath business now for going on a year and a half. No, it's about 2 years now. And when I first started, I priced my wreaths at $35, $45, $50, and I spent $20 or $25 to make it. I'm not making anything when I do that. You're not making anything when you do that. So as I decided to change my hobby to a business, which is why we're here, because I'm now changing my hobby of making wreaths into a business of making wreaths, I had to learn some do's and don'ts. And one of the main do's and don'ts I learned is not to price your wreaths to please a customer. I would love to please you, and I would love to give it for the price that you can afford, but then that doesn't help me. You get what I'm saying? It doesn't help me. So for the ones that's coming on and for the customer, I wanted to try to break down to you why reefs are the prices that they are. I didn't understand this before I did it, ladies and gentlemen. When I was not making reefs for a living, I would look at reefs. I would go to Michael's and see those reefs that they had up there for $135, $89. I'm like, oh, that's way too much. I can't afford it. I didn't understand what went behind it to make it. So I'm going to kind of break that down for you guys today, just to give you just a light view, because I'm not going to be on here too long today. It's already late. So I just wanted to just put a little bit of information in your head. So when you look at reefs from now on, you can really look at the reef and be like, yeah, that's worth that price, because I can kind of see the detail that's gone into that, or I can see that they've put some money and some time into that reef. And when you look at some of the reefs behind me, you can tell this is not something you can see through. It's well made, it's thick, it's full, it has embellishments, it has mesh, it has ribbon, it has a sign, it has a 4-inch bow. All of that takes money to make. So with the reef that we made, since we're doing the 1, 2, 3s of reef making with this, I'm going to break this one down. So we went through pricing yesterday. I told you what the pricing was yesterday for the mesh and everything. Now, I'm not going to go through all of the prices. You can watch the video from yesterday, and I told you what the prices were for everything. I'm just going to run down real quick. The 21-inch mesh, it was from $11.99 to $9.99. Then you got the regular mesh, the 10-inch mesh. That was $9.99 to $7.99 for the mesh, for all the mesh that I made, the different colored mesh that I made. Once you add all of that up, you get a price of $112.51. Now, I personally break down each and every reef that I make in 2 categories. One is the actual price of the material that I brought, which is what I just told you. You know, $11.99, $9.99 the mesh, the price of the ribbon. I expressed to you some of my ribbon came from Sam's Club, so it's $6.97 for that 50-yard roll, which is a great buy, especially if the ribbon is beautiful like it was. So I break all of that down for you, right? I don't just guess at my price, and most reef makers do not guess at their price. They actually break it down as well. I've taken a class, and that's how I know this is done. So when I take that first amount for everything, I put everything together. How much the mesh was, how much the ribbon, if I had to put zip ties, if I had to put Chanel stems, if I had to use glue, if I made the sign, all of that goes into this initial price. Then what I do from that point is I actually break down the inches that I use to make the reef. So the 21-inch mesh, I did 10-inch poofs 18 times around, right? So I times that and I put that down. Then I do the same thing for the other mesh. They will cut at 20 inches, right? And I did 9 of them because it was 18 inches. And I think I did something extra and I counted it, and you can count it. So once you get that amount, then you do your ribbon. My ribbon was cut at 13 inches, and I needed 9 of each ribbon. I had 4 different ribbons. Then you have to calculate. I added an extra color, as you can see here, in the bow. Extra color in the bow with the yellow and the blue. So then I had to add that price of that ribbon to my initial list of material, because I didn't know I was going to use this and give it this pop of color until I started doing the bow today. So you have to add that initial price in. Then in my second list, I have to add it by inches. How many inches did I use from that? Once I get the inches, then I subtract that from the original amount of inches. Like the 10-inch, these 21-inch rolls come at 10 yards, and that's 360 inches. So then I have to subtract. So I'm not going to get too deep in the math because I know it gets a little confusing. But what I do is I subtract from the main part, like if it's 360 inches, how many inches did I actually use for your particular reef? For this particular welcome reef, this bicycle welcome, how many inches did I use? I did all the calculations to that. I get an amount, and then I times that by 3. And you say, Katrina, hey, why do you times it by 3? Well, I'm making my hobby into a business, which means if I'm making it into a business, I got to make a profit, right? If I times it by 1, I'm not even getting exactly what I paid for, because remember, I'm doing it now. This price number that I'm getting now is just the inches that I used, right? So if I only times it by 1, I'm not even getting the initial money I kicked out. So then I got to times it by 2 to at least get the money that I kicked out. So I times it by 3 so I can get the money that I actually used and make $1. So when you go on my website, you go on my Etsy and you see my prices, just know I have taken time to make sure I calculate my wreaths where it's fair. I'm not trying to get a whole bunch of extra money on a wreath. I actually do it by inches. I break everything down by inches. I calculate it that way. I also regulate my price on that. So when you see wreaths out here on Etsy and on Pinterest and they're, $150, $200, $99, don't get so offended. Like some people, oh no, I'm not paying. Oh wow, that's way too much. People put their time and their money into making these wreaths. These are handmade items. And like I explained to you yesterday, my items are, most of them are one of a kind. I don't do duplicates, not unless my customer asks me for duplicates. Other than that, I don't do duplicates. So when you getting something that's handmade, you got to pay for it. You really do have to pay for it. And I just wanted you guys to understand exactly how I do it. So if there's any wreath makers out there, hey, when you come on, let me know. Let me, tell me where you watching me from. If you're a wreath maker, what kind of wreaths do you make? What kind of wreaths do you specialize in? You come in and you tell me that you let me know whether you've watched me before and is this good information for you. I want to put on tutorials that will help the next person and also help somebody that's been doing it and maybe never thought about doing it this particular way. So when you come on, just say hi, let me know, who you are and where you're checking in from, and if you are a crafter, what kind of crafts you do. I would greatly appreciate it. If you're watching me on Facebook, please like, share, and follow. Definitely comment. I need you guys to comment. Let me know what's going on. And if you're watching me on the replay on YouTube, please subscribe, share, ring the doorbell so you know when I'm coming on. It'll notify you when I'm coming on, and definitely comment. I really would like feedback from you guys. Hey Teresa, how you doing? Thanks for checking in with me. I really want feedback from you guys. If you think this information is good, let me know so I can start putting on more of this information. Can't the breaking down of the prices of the wreaths, it takes time to get that down. There are some Excel sheets for that. I am not tech savvy, ladies and gentlemen. I am not. So I am still pen and paper. This is me, pen and paper. I put my numbers down on paper, and like I told you, I have my one column for the actual material, the price of the material that I brought, and then I have another column for the actual material I use per wreath. And this is the actual, and that's the price that I base my wreaths on. So I am still hands-on, pen and paper. I haven't gotten really good with the Excel spreadsheet yet. Eventually, I know I'll get to that. But I want you guys to kind of get an understanding of how I price my wreaths. And I'm learning quite a few wreath makers do the same. They may times the initial, that bottom price by 3 or by 4. Their time means something, ladies and gentlemen. When they take out their time and we go shopping and we sift through stuff and we have to pay shipping from Amazon or from any crafter place like Craft Outlet, we have to pay for shipping. That money has to come out from somewhere. So don't be too offended when you see people's prices for wreaths is more than $50. If you want a $50 wreath, it's going to look like, if you go to, I've seen some wreaths in Hobby Lobby. Don't get me wrong, I love Hobby Lobby, but some of their patriotic wreaths, they got the burlap one. It looks flimsy. It's a $30 wreath. You pay $30, you're going to get a wreath that looks like $30. Maybe you get a wreath that looks like $15. But they bumped it up to $30. When you want to get something like this, that is going to be worth the money. You want to get something like this, that's going to be worth the money. That's going to last you. That looks like it's worth that money. This wreath right here, ladies and gentlemen, the picks alone was $20. I got 2 picks on this wreath. They were $20 a piece, and I used the whole pick. So right there, that's $40 on this wreath. That's without the fill-in flowers that I received. That's even without the fill-in flowers that I priced. And that's even without the ribbon. That's without the frame. Once you incorporate all the things that I put in it, that's almost $50 in material into this grapevine wreath. So when you look at the price of my Etsy, don't be too shocked. I times my prices by 3. But I put in almost $50 in material on my wreath, so I can't just charge you $50 for this. That's not me turning my hobby into a business. That's me giving stuff away for charity. You guys understand this. I know you do. Thank you, Teresa. I'm hoping it is good information. I'm really glad you like how I explain things. Thank you, Teresa. I'm trying to just get the information out there. I didn't see this information, Teresa, when I was starting. Definitely about pricing. You had that kind of like, know somebody to really find out about pricing, or you had to pay for a class. I did pay for a class to learn how to properly price my wreaths. So I'm not going to give all the details of exactly how you do it. I just wanted to give you a gauge. So when you look at a wreath on somebody's site or somebody's Etsy or their website, you can kind of understand how to price. Because some people say, well, how is this wreath, $69, but this one is $150? I just explained that to you. I put $50 into this wreath alone. So you times that by 3, you're $150. Easy. That's $150 easy on this wreath. Now this wreath over here may not be that much. This may be a set. I can't exactly remember how much this wreath is on my Etsy, but it's not $150. It doesn't have as much as that. The things on it didn't cost as much as these florals. So when you look at my shop and you see the prices, try to understand that they are priced very reasonable. They are priced where I charge you guys per the inch or per the amount of product that I put on my wreath, times 3. That's all I do. Nothing more, nothing less. And in actuality, one of my coaches in my group said that I actually priced my wreath still a little too low. I need to bring up my prices. But what I explained to my coaches, I'm not ready to do that yet. I think timesing it by 3 is good for me. I'm comfortable with that. I'm willing, if I'm going to make money, I'll make money gradually. I don't have to have money all at one time. Some people's like, what do you mean? If you can get money all at once, you get money all at once. No. I'm going to take baby steps. I'm going to take it slow. I'm going to learn how to do it properly. And I want to be able to teach people to do the same thing. So, if you're watching me, like I said, on Facebook, please like, share, follow. Definitely comment when you come on. Please let me know who you are. Let me know where you're watching me from. Let me know if you are a crafter. What is your specialty? Are you into more grapevines? Is grapevines your thing? Or are you more deco mesh? More deco mesh? Grapevine. Or like I showed you over here, burlap. Do you like to do burlap? Let me know. Talk to me. Let me know. If you watch me on a replay on YouTube, subscribe, share, ring the bell. That way you know when I'm going live and you'll be notified. And definitely comment as well. Let me know how you feel about this content. I want to keep putting on content for you guys that you request me to put on. If there's a wreath that you guys want me to make, or you're interested in wanting to see somebody break down maybe a flower wreath, maybe another patriotic wreath. We have starting June and July is going to start transitioning to fall and Christmas wreath. So if that's something that you're looking forward to buying or maybe possibly making, and you want me to show you how to do that, let me know. Comment. Definitely comment and let me know. Hey, so Teresa, you from North Carolina? I got family in North Carolina. Edenton, North Carolina, matter of fact, Teresa. So let me know. Definitely conversate with me. Even if I'm not on the live with you, you're not watching live with me, when you comment on my site, it sends me a message and I can communicate with you. If you see something on my website and you have a question about it, send me a message on it. Let's talk about it. I definitely want to have an open communication with anyone that watches my channel so they can understand exactly the behind the scenes. I want you guys to understand how me transitioning my hobby to a business and how those steps work. It's hard for me because I'm not tech savvy and I have to learn how to do all the tech stuff. I just want to be in my crafting room making wreaths. That's all I want to do. I want to do balloon decorations, which if you watch my channel, I also make balloon decorations. So I want to make my balloon decorations and I want to do my wreaths. That's just what I enjoy doing. I don't know what it is. It just brings me joy. So sitting down and doing calculations and putting things on social media several times a day and following up, I said that's really not me, but I'm learning. I'm learning how to make that a part of me. So if you guys keep following me, you like, share, subscribe, you go to my website or my Etsy, and you feel like there's a wreath that you like and you want to purchase it, all that does is really help my channel. It really does help my channel. It helps me grow so I can bring you guys more content. I wanted to show you guys, I know I did the patriotic wreath, the gnome one, and I don't think I ever showed you guys the finished product. This is the finished product of that patriotic gnome USA wreath. We put the wreath together, and I think we got to the point because it was late and we put the bow on, but I did not show you any of the embellishments. So take a look at the embellishments. You got the bow, and you got all the embellishments. You got rockets, you got stars, you got all of that going on, sticking out on the wreath. So this one is actually complete. I'm waiting for the weekend to take photos of this and put this on my website. Also, I mentioned yesterday, I will be at a vendor show June 18th. Let me put this back up here. I will be at a vendor show June 18th. That is a Friday, and it will be at the Harmony Lake subdivision where I live at in the clubhouse. So that's June 18th in Harmony Lakes subdivision in Canton, Georgia, on June 18th at their clubhouse. So if you want to come see, feel, touch my wreaths, when you see them in person, it just looks so much better. You can actually feel the weight of them. You can really see the quality and the time and the effort that I put into my wreaths. It really makes the price worth it to me, because I know I'll see the wreaths hanging up in Michael's, and when they take it down and I feel the weight and I really actually look at it, it takes away from me because I don't think it's worth it. But when it's far away, it may look like it is, but once you can feel and touch and see something up close, it really either it makes you want to buy it or it makes you realize it's not worth the money. I feel like if you see my wreaths, if seeing them in the picture is not enough and you get an opportunity where you can see, feel, and touch my wreaths, then that may help you make a decision to purchase one of my wreaths. I feel like you will. I really do. I feel like you will. There's another wreath that I did not video for you guys, and I wanted to show you guys because I wanted to get your feedback on it. That's what I wanted. And then I'll let you guys go. This is a wreath that I made. And this was like leftover mesh. And it says welcome, and it has a dog on it with some flowers. It is just the cutest thing. It is just so cute. Excuse my lighting, but like I said, I'm a work in progress. I'm going to work on getting my lighting better. But this is just so cute. Rustic is the truck, and it's got flowers in the back, and it says welcome. It's just the cutest thing. It says spring at the bottom. It's so full and so nice. This wreath right here was actually mesh. This colorful mesh was less than half of a roll. I didn't even know if it would be enough. And actually, tell the truth, to be honest with you, I ran out. But can you tell? Take a look. Can you tell where I ran out at? Can you tell? No, you can't, ladies and gentlemen. So I wanted to bring that to your attention just so you know. If you run out of mesh, and if you do your wreath right, nobody will be able to tell. You work with what you have. Like yesterday when we was making the welcome wreath with the bicycle. If you ran out of something, I was running out of, I thought we wouldn't have enough yellow. We wound up having enough yellow, but we would have just filled it in with another color. And that's what happened here. So don't be afraid if you get almost finished the wreath and then you run out. Look in the sign. Look at the colors you have. Get another mesh, add it in, bring in another color. It's okay. It's not the end of the world. I always say this is not rocket science. This is your art. You make it the way you want to make it. All right, ladies and gentlemen, let me know. Definitely comment and let me know what you think. Teresa, you think it's beautiful? Thank you. I think it's beautiful too. I really do. It came out well. I was shocked because I really didn't know how these colors was going to go with the. I knew it was a rustic sign, so I like the black and white because when I look at this black and white, I think rustic. Do you feel the same way, Teresa? You think black and white? You think kind of rustic? So I think kind of rustic. So that's why I picked the black and white. But then I had just a little bit of this color mesh left. Just a little bit of this color mesh. This colorful, bright color mesh here. I didn't have a whole. It was a 21-inch mesh, and I didn't have a whole roll, and I couldn't find it anywhere. But guess what, Teresa? It's in Craft Outlet now. Of course it would be in Craft Outlet now. I don't need it now. But when I was looking for it, they didn't have any. So when I put the wreath together, everyone, I wasn't sure if I was going to have enough. I worked through it. I put the wreath together, and I love how it came out. The colors look great. I didn't know how the white and black was going to go. But once I put it all together and once I added the ribbon to it, I just thought it was perfect. I do not think this needs a bow at all. What do you think? What do you think, everyone? You think this needs a bow? I don't think it needs a bow. But hey, comment and let me know. You watching me on Facebook, like, share, follow, comment. Let me know. Do you think this needs a bow? If you're watching me on the replay on YouTube, please subscribe, share, ring that bell, and comment as well. I want to know, do you think this needs a bow or not? If more people say it needs a bow, then I'm going to have to slap a bow up there somewhere. So I'm waiting on you guys to let me know. All right. I'm not going to keep you guys any longer. It's already late. It's 10 o'clock. So thank you guys for checking in with me. I will try to get on tomorrow with some more information. And if there's something that you want to see me make, definitely let me know. Flower wreath, patriotic. If you want me to do one of my fall or my Christmas wreaths, definitely let me know. If you want me to display some of my wreaths so you can see them up close, even though on my Etsy I do a video and I do it pretty close, but if you want me to show them to you and break them down to you, let me know. Say, hey Katrina, I saw that, candy cane wreath that you have on your Etsy. Can you show it to me on a live? I'll do that for you. So once again, this is Katrina from Theme Creations, Wreaths and Things. Thank you so much for tuning in with me. If you're on Facebook, like, share, follow, and comment. If you're watching me on YouTube, please subscribe, share, and comment, and ring that bell as well. And until next time, I want you guys to stay safe. Bye.